Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking now at some numbers for Jason Tatum.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Marcus Smart stands 6'3", but he said, I can guard bigs, so I started making a joke. I'm a stretch 6. Forget a stretch 5. My teammates loved it, and it just stuck with me. He added, I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so I've been up against bigger guys. For me, that means nothing. Kevin?
Stretch 6. I love that. Great stuff, David. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Outside, the wings are Brown and Tatum. Horford is out there with Rob Williams. And it's Smart in at the point guard. And for the Raptors, guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Hey, Steve, when we get into the later stages of the season, you can see why so many teams put an emphasis on depth these days.
Kevin, the reason why, there's a lot of knowledge on everybody. It's crucial to have players down the bench that you can depend on.
Now here's Barnes. Against the Lakers, he was really on his game.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Williams, a screen on Van Vliet. Down low, and a dunk by Horford.
Well-timed play there, and that's Horford at his finest. Smooth roll, aggressive finish. And what impressed me about Smart last year, and we're seeing it this year as well, his patience and precision as a playmaker. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And no doubt what's on Tatum's mind when that pass is coming to him. He's got a scorer's mentality. If it's a clean look, he's going to let it fly.
Now here's Van Vliet. 11-point game his last outing, and that one's good. Barnes. And the assist totals show how far Smart has come.
Averaging around 3 times a year at the start of his career. He's now doubling that effort when given the minutes. Good sign for him and this team.
Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. He takes it in. Williams with the block. And they'll keep possession. Good on the bucket.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Siakam. Brown feeling out a bit. Outside, Horford. 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. And that one, good. Williams has got his second basket of the night.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Van Vliet kicks to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Outside, Smart. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Williams has a screen for Smart. Pass to Williams, and stolen by Siakam. To the inside. Barnes outside. Siakam, a screen on Horford. Nobody near Barnes. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Raptors out in front of 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto.
Ladies and gentlemen, your north side.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Here's Pritchard. 8 points his last outing. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics. Williams is out there with Daniel Tice. Then it's White. Then it's Tatum. And it's Pritchard in a point. Let's take a moment to see which squads have been the most dominant on the glass this season. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. In fourth, the Celtics.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Good on both.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Flynn the pass to Achua. Back to Flynn. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he just grabbed a hold of the team.
Showing signs of being a high-level defender. Anunoby can guard multiple positions and challenge shots.
And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Well, it was the Raptors winning their last game against the Los Angeles Lakers. Outside, White. Here's Pritchard, covered by Flynn. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Passes to Flynn. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Outside, White. Pass to Pritchard. Outside, Tatum. Here's the three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And they lost the last matchup with this club, and it was really the reserves where the gap in play was felt.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Young's checked in for Kem Birch. Barnes comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Flynn. The Celtics also with a sub. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Jason Tatum. Celtics trail by 5. Now the pass to Tice. Barnes against Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Now here's VanVleet. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. And here is Barnes. Pocket 6. Shoots over Brown. No good off the back of the rim.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. "13 feet away, and it's Boston with another."
And love how assured Brown looks taking these shots. His mid-range game is on point. He's squaring up like that.
Here's the screen. Shot from 16. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors in our featured matchup, which has not disappointed.
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
Shifting gears, let's look at the upcoming schedule.
And that game against the Warriors, on the low, they've probably been preparing for this challenge. They understand the need to limit their mistakes and to make every possession count, because there's going to be little room for error.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boston trailing, and what you get with Barnes, Greg, tremendous versatility.
And he gets others involved. Kevin plays great defense, has an excellent feel for the games. He doesn't have to score to impact winning, but if you need points from him, the young fella can provide that as well.
Inside for him, it's Barnes and Siakam. Guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Here's Smart. Raptors knocking down the tray. Brown outside. Banked in off the glass. Brown's got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Van Vliet against Smart. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Pass to Trent. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. A rebound by the Celtics.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Passes it to Brown. Tatum with a screen on Anunoby. The baseline J. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And you gotta love Brown's shot selection. He's definitely capable of draining these types of shots consistently.
Here's Siakam. Williams with the block. Brown finds Smart. Horford with a screen on Van Vliet. Smart against Van Vliet. Right side Smart. The 3 from Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Here's Van Vliet. And a wide open look for Siakam. Hits the 3-point bomb. Siakam's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That play shows you how much confidence this team has in Siakam's shot. They set him up perfectly.
Here's Brown. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Driving the lane. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
And he makes the first. And a new group in for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Al Horford. Whitey's checked in for Jason Tatum. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 26 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Now here's Brown, defended by Trent. 12 seconds left in the 3rd. 6 to shoot. And there's the drive. Unable to get that one. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Boston on top, leading by a point. And we got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Come on, fans.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Boston, we've got Williams. He's out there with Daniel Tice. Derek White is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in at the point. Williams with the block.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Flynn following the basket by Derek White. Boucher with a screen on Brown. Luke passes to Trent. High post try, and he connects with the jumper.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
It's time for T-shirts. Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Horford comes in for Williams. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Brown. And Smart subbed in for Pritchard. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Thank you, David. It's deflected and stolen by Horford. Smart with the ball. Picked up by Van Vliet. Feeds it to Williams. Anunoby against Tatum. Williams, a screen on Anunoby. Tatum. Another shot, and it's good on the way.
Now that's leadership. Tatum reads shot trajectories well and pounces on opportunities to grab second chance points.
Now here's Barnes. Driving to the basket. Got it. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Tatum down low. He's guarded by Anunoby. Trent with it. He kicks it to Barnes to take the lead. Yes!
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Here's Tatum after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago.
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time.
Brown is checked in for White. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Barnes against Horford. Takes a three.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Boston timeout call. Fans, allow the section gets free T-shirts. Let's see who's about it. All right, nobody's coming out the court. Come on, get for your North Side crew. Let's go. While we are the best fans.
And an intentional foul right there.
Raptors foul. Fred VanVleet. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And some of what Smart gives his team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And he is unable to get the second one.
With the timeout. T-shirt time! All right, look who's coming on the court. Come on and get down for your Northside crew. Fans, it's time to get up and get down.
Knocked away. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win.
That's the end of the game.
This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
Just got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.